Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Rahman Javed, and today in this video I am going to present my line following robot project. So first of all I want to give introduction that what is a line follower robot. So a line follower robot is a robot that can track line and follow them, proceeding along a present path that can be altered by moving the lines. Sophisticated robots can distinguish between different colors, making it possible for them to follow one line among several lines. Such devices can be subjects of competition in robots and computing. In this project, we are going to make a line following robot. This robot senses the line with the help of IR sensors. When the IR sensor senses the black line, the sensor gives input of 0, and when sensor senses white surface of line, it gives input of 1. So we made our robot on these conditions. Our robot senses the black line of 1 inch and turn left or right according to the line. Now we talk about its applications. A line following robot have many real world applications. Line follower robots are used in warehouses which can follow lines to pick up and deliver products along a specific route. Working of robot, that how line following works. So a line following robot vehicle using microcontroller robot follows the black line which is drawn over the white surface, or it follows the white line which is drawn over the black surface. The infrared sensor are used to sense the line. When the infrared signal falls on the white surface, it gets reflected, and if it falls on the black surface, it is not reflected. This principle is used to scan the lines of robot. Line follower robot is a useful robot that is used in warehouses, industries, and stores, etc., where it follows a dedicated path. It guides the robot to follow a specific path by giving an appropriate signal to the microcontroller. Two DC motors are used interface with the microcontroller through a motor driver IC. Now I come on the components we use in the project. So the first component is IR sensor. We used 4 IR sensors in our project. One is used as left sensor, center left sensor, center right sensor, and the fourth and last sensor is right sensor. The second thing we use in our project is L298 motor driver, which is used to drive the motors by using the output that we get. Third and the most important thing of our project is two-wheel car chassis on which two DC motors are mounted. We also use breadboard for the testing of our circuit. After the uh, successful testing on breadboard, we made PCB of the circuit. By using PCB board, we use a battery of 9 volt. We also use connecting wires, female to male and male to male both. We use two ICs of 7400, which is NAND gate IC. We use one 7404 IC, which is NOT gate IC, and we use IC basis for the ICs to mount on. Budget. The total cost of our project is nearly about 5000 Pakistani rupees. We are 3 members, so we divided the total cost into 3. So the cost per member is 1650 rupees. This is the CAD model of our project that we made on SolidWorks 2018. Phases of projects. We complete our project in phases. First, we made our project circuit schematic on Proteus. After successful simulation of our circuit on Proteus, we test it on our breadboard. After getting the desired output and we are confirmed that this circuit is running perfectly, we came on to the next phase, which is making of PCB layout. We make PCB layout on our Proteus software using ISIS scheme. After being done with PCB layout, we came on to the practical work of printed circuit board. We have to print our layout on the PCB with the help of iron. After the uh, uh, stickering of the circuit on PCB, we will etch the PCB. After etching of PCB, we will drill the PCB board and place all our components on the PCB board. After doing all this, we will come on to the next phase, which is connections. We do all the connections, for example, the connection of motors to the battery, the circuit connection to the battery. We have to supply 5 volt to the circuit, so we do all the possible connections. After doing this, we come on to the next phase, which is testing on arena. So this is the main and important phase of our project, and we will test our project on arena, which so our project detects a line and moves according to the line. If our two-wheel car detects a line successfully, then our project is successful. If our mm, two-wheel car chases didn't follow the track line, that means there is some problem in the circuit. So we have to configure out the problem and have to solve this. In paperwork, we will cover the technical things. For example, truth table, Carnot maps, equation for left and right motor, circuit diagram for left and right motor. So this is our paperwork of line following robot, in which we discuss that which sensor we are using. So the sensor we use for our project are IR sensor. We use 4 IR sensors in this project. So we also discussed that which input that the IR sensor give when it detect black line and when it detect white line. So when the IR sensor detect black line, it give us 0 input, and when it detects white line, it give us input of 1. So the type of implementation we use in our project is gate level implementation. We use 2 NAND gates IC and 1 NOT gate IC. Sensor placement, as there are 4 sensors in this project, so we name the sensor as left sensor, center left sensor, center right sensor, and right sensor. So there is truth table of our project. This L stands for left, this left sensor, this is center left sensor, this is center right sensor, and this one R stands for right sensor. The LM stands for left motor and RM stands for right motor. So we discussed that when the input of all the sensors are 0, we use the don't care. We use don't care because we don't care what the output we get. So when the left sensor give us input of 0, center left give us input of 0, center right give us input of 0, and right sensor give us input of 1, so our output is 0 1. In output, 0 is anti-clockwise movement and 1 is clockwise movement of motor. So in this situation, the right motor move in clockwise direction and the left motor moves in anti-clockwise direction. So it means that the wheel card turns right. So similarly, we come on this situation where the left sensor gives an output of 0, center left 0, center right 1, right sensor 1. So same happens as in the previous condition. The left motor output is 0 and right motor output is 1. So the left motor moves in anti-clockwise direction and the right motor moves in clockwise direction. So when we are on this situation, when left sensor is 1, left sensor is 0, center right sensor is 0, and right sensor is 1. So both of our motors move in clockwise direction, means that it moves straight without any left. So this is the truth table that we made by using logics. Here is the K maps of our left motor and right motor. We made equation from the K map, and from the equation we made circuit diagram. So the equation of left motor is R complement plus left sensor multiplies center right sensor complement of center right sensor. So this is a circuit diagram of our left motor. This is the K map of our right motor, and this is the circuit diagram of our right motor. So this is all from the paperwork. We made our project circuit and PCB layout on Proteus software. We made the PCB layout using ISI scheme. We also run the simulation of circuit to check that it is working properly according to our truth table or not. Now we come on to the circuit that we made on Proteus of our project. So this is the circuit of our project, in which we use 6 NAND gates and 2 NOT gates. There are jumpers, there are also cell headers, 3 input cell headers, and there is L298 motor. In practical form we use L298 motor, but here we use L293D motor. So now we come on the simulation of this circuit. So when the all the input of sensors are 0, both our motors move in clockwise direction. So we don't this situation because this situation is don't care. So I come on to the situation when our motor moves in forward direction. So in this situation, so when the input of left sensor is 1, the input of right sensor is 1, and the input of both center left and center right is 0, then both motors move in clockwise direction, means that these two sensors detect the black line and the car moves straight detecting the line. So when the left sensor is 0 and our right sensor is 1, you can see that we get output of 0 at left motor, which means that it move in anti-clockwise direction, and output of 1 in right motor, which means that it move in clockwise direction. So when both the directions are different, then it take right. So in this situation it moves left motor moves left in left anti-clockwise direction, and right motor moves in clockwise direction. So it means that the car will take a right turn. So now we apply a condition for left turn. So when our left sensor gives input of 1, then we can see that we will get output of 1 at left motor, and uh, input output of 0 at right motor. So it means that left motor have to move in clockwise direction and right motor have to move in anti-clockwise direction. So you can see that left motor moves in right direction in clockwise direction, and the right motor moves in anti-clockwise direction. So This is from the simulation of circuit. Now I come on to the PCB layout. So this is the PCB layout we made on Proteus. There are 4 jumpers in our PCB, 5 jumpers in our PCB. So we use 3 ICs, in which 2 are ICs of NAND gate and 1 IC is of NOT gate. There are jumpers we used for sensors. The first is ground, second one is VCC, and the third one is output. So now we come on to the 3D of PCB. So this is the 3D of PCB. So these two are the ICs of NAND gate. This one IC is of NOT gate. So this is the 3D view of our PCB. So that's all from the Proteus. We did simulation on our Proteus software, and we made PCB layout on our PCB. So this is all from PCB section. So that's all from project presentation. We learned a lot from this project regarding our TLD course. We learned many new things and get many new skills, which include PCB making. We are now efficient to make PCB layout with 100% efficiency. We know how to use truth tables in order to make circuit diagrams. We know to use Karnaugh maps to drive equations from them and then making circuit from the equations. So this course, this project helped us a lot in understanding things related to DLD. Thanks for watching the video. Allah Hafiz. Stay blessed.